What the? Something's up. What is going? Hold on a second. Something is amiss. Hold on. This is pretty funny. Oops. This is not correct. Let's see here. I thought I was ready. I guess I wasn't. Is this it? Let me see. There. It's a little better. Now it's too close. Oh my god. I was not prepared for this. This is pretty funny opening, though, to the Week in Preview, isn't it? So anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Week in Preview. There we go. Welcome to the Week in Preview. Today is Sunday. I wasn't ready at all. That's hilarious. Today is Sunday, February 12th, 2017. Probably one of the best Week in Preview openings I've ever had there. It's like the Brady Bunch where they all appear in little boxes around. I'm like in the corner. I'm like, what the fuck? Welcome to the Week in Preview. I'm DSP, of course. We got a fun week ahead. We got some good stuff. We've got some variety. I know a lot of people last week were a little bit disappointed because there really wasn't a lot of variety going on amongst my content and my streams and everything that I was doing, mostly because I was focused on the one new release for the week. Things a lot different this coming week. We're going to have another new release paired with the game from last week, paired with an ongoing playthrough. There's going to be stuff on KO Gaming going on, so let's talk a little bit about that. First off, the biggest thing that happened this past week was the release of Nioh, right? Nioh, this Dark Souls-esque difficulty level game. Everyone's been playing it all week long. From what people are saying, I'm a little bit over a third through the game at this point. Apparently, I could beat it a lot quicker if I just did the story missions, is what people are saying, and apparently you can do that, but it makes the game incrementally more harder or more difficult because you're not doing the side content to earn the better loot and the extra levels and everything to progress through the game. So we'll see. You know, I played it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days in a row, and I am people are saying about a third through the game. So you figure another 10 sessions and I'll beat it. That's a pretty damned long game. So allow me to explain what's going on. Today, unfortunately, was not a very good day for me. And I do want to say this. I have been stressed out for reasons completely outside of the business. Everything business-wise, in my opinion, I've been enjoying and things have been going smoothly. Right now, I'm playing new games that are fun and people are coming out to watch the streams and everything, and that's good. KO Gaming has a new variety of content that I'm about to talk about, so that's good. Everything business-wise, I've been fine. It's actually some things going on behind the scenes here. It has nothing to do with business, more personal stuff. As you know, I've been doing other stuff like trying to sell my condo in Connecticut, which I'm in the middle of this big embroiled battle around, and doing all this other, and there's other personal stuff that goes on behind the scenes that I don't talk about. And sadly, it's been just a lot of stress on me. And, last night, I didn't get a lot of sleep at all. I usually try to get around 6 to 8 hours sleep at a minimum. You're supposed to sleep around 8 hours every night. And I barely got like 3 hours sleep last night. I could not fall asleep. I was all stressed out and everything was going on with me. And so today I said, I was supposed to stream Nioh today for the 5th straight day, but I decided it was against my best interest to do that I was just going to rest up all day, which is what I did. I basically rested for an extra 3 or so hours and didn't really leave bed until late afternoon. And I think it did wonders. Not only do I feel a little bit more rejuvenated and less stressed out, but also I got some work done today. I got to edit the very first official, and what I mean by that is I approved it. This is how you don't play video for KO Gaming, which I know some people right now are saying, what? I'll talk about that in a moment, okay? But, I got a lot of work done, and because of that, tomorrow I'm going to be able to release a bunch of stuff that I wasn't going to be able to release. So this is a good thing, and I'll explain how this is all going to pan out in a moment, okay? So this past week, my main focus was Nioh and getting as far as I could in Nioh, and I got about a third through the game from what people are saying. I did play Yakuza 0 a couple of times, so there's around 4 or so more hours of Yakuza 0 that's continued. And the big major thing that happened this week on KO Gaming, I released 3 videos that were fan-made montages. The first was a montage of the best moments of my Dark Souls Redemption run playthrough. The next was a mini montage of my Resident Evil 7 playthrough. And then the one that I just released last night was the Prepare to Die Dark Souls Redemption run death reactions montage. And what I mean by that is they basically took my reactions to my deaths in the game and did some funny editing and did some funny things to make it a lot better than just say a plain montage of just showing them. This one emphasized a lot more and made things a little bit more funny and entertaining. So 3 videos on KO Gaming this week paired up with so much other stuff. I had my first reactions to Nioh video. I had initial impressions on the Injustice 2 beta earlier in the week. So KO Gaming has been super busy this week. Now, people there weren't ready for it. A lot of the people over there were kind of surprised, taken aback that I was uploading so much to the channel, because typically I upload 1 or 2 videos a week, if that, and this week we had 5 new videos for the channel. Pretty crazy amount of content, right? So, you know, admittedly, some people are, like, taken aback and they're not checking every day for new videos, and I get that. It's never had a formula where there's been that much content over there. This week coming up, it looks like there may be about 1 to 2 more videos for KO Gaming, and then later in the month there's going to be a lot more, okay? So I'll talk a little bit about that. But anyway, KO Gaming kind of exploded this week with all the new stuff over there, and I think that it's been, you know, in general, for those who were there to watch the videos and enjoy them, it's been well received. Sadly, there is a group of people that go over there just to shit on everything, and of course, those people are in full force. Oh my god, this video still didn't make it, uploaded them to his channel. Oh, we gotta thumbs them down, and all that fucking stupid shit that little kids do. It is what it is. I really don't care. Thumbs down don't negatively affect anything. But anyway, in general, people seem to like this submissions program that I'm doing for KO Gaming. So, awesome. 2 thumbs up for that so far. Alright. So, what can you expect this coming week? Because we got so much new stuff coming up. Allow me to run through it all for you. Tonight, immediately following my filming and uploading of the weekend preview, I'm doing patron stuff. I've got all these responses I got over the past week from January patrons. I need to sort those out, send some to my webmaster to get forum upgrades and such. There's some private Q&A videos and things that need to be made. I need to sort that out so I can have time in the next couple of weeks to film those and release them. So I got all that work to do tonight. I got to figure out patron stuff. Tomorrow, Monday, I am going to be streaming Nioh again, because I missed out on it today. I definitely have to stream it again tomorrow, alright? So it's going to be a session of Nioh on stream. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do many things. First of all, I'm going to release the very first ever official This Is How You Don't Play video for KO Gaming, alright? This is a video that very much is in the spirit of all those other This Is How You Don't Play videos you've seen on the internet. It's got some kind of almost insulting things in there, things... I equate a good This Is How You Don't Play video to a roast, a comedy roast. When a comedian or a celebrity gets roasted, and people take those nuggets of truth about that person, and they, of course, over-extrapolate on them and completely exaggerate them and blow them up into negative things, but it's for the sake of a laugh, and everyone takes it in good humor. That's how a good This Is How You Don't Play video should watch when you watch it. That's how it should feel. Not it's completely just slamming someone in the fucking asshole repeatedly with insults and nastiness and insulting their family members and their personal life and shit like that. That's ridiculous, and sadly, that's what a lot of these idiots turned the whole thing into, when at its core, that's not what it began as to begin with, alright? So we have someone who made a video, This Is How You Don't Play video, and they want it to be featured on KO Gaming, and I'm going to put that up tomorrow night. I actually finished editing it today, but I just put a video up there. I didn't want to overload it, so tomorrow night on KO Gaming, if you want to see this, you probably are going to be like, wow, I can't believe that Phil put a video up like that. But the thing is, and this is the thing I've said over the years, if This Is How You Don't Play was fair, okay, or was spun to be something like a roast and presented as such, I would have never had an issue with it. The problem is, people became more and more extreme and slanderous and just full of shit with these videos basically to get popularity for themselves and to basically get a rise out of people and have their video go viral so they would get YouTube attention, rather than worrying about, oh, maybe if I actually blatantly lie or I take the absolute most disgusting, toxic, nasty comments possible from the video and I put it or from the playthrough and put it in my video, that might actually hurt Phil in his business. Because the bottom line is, sadly, the people who usually make these videos don't think like that. They don't care about who they hurt to get a laugh. They only care about their own personal popularity. And that's the issue I've always had with people who make these videos who don't actually care about me or my business. Because if you keep making them in this vein that people are going to have these slanderous thoughts about me, that Phil is this and Phil is that, all these nasty things, they're never going to come watch my streams, they're never going to come watch my videos, and I'm going to go out of business, which means there would not be any more of these fucking videos. It's counterproductive to do what they do, but they're not smart enough to figure that out. So anyway, this video I think you're going to see is very interesting. It's, in my opinion, hilarious. I like it. I've approved it. I've given it my stamp of approval, and it's going to go live on KO Gaming tomorrow night. All right? So, in addition, while that's uploading, I'm also working on new channel trailers. I have to do a channel trailer for all 3 of my channels. I've already did the voiceovers for it. I just need to do a little bit of video and text and slap it together. So I'm going to have new channel trailers starting tomorrow night, by which KO Gaming, DSP Gaming, and the King of Hate Vlogs will now fully explain what they are, updated. Because remember, last year, I had differing, information. I was saying, oh, I'm live streaming here on DSP Gaming and stuff like that. And I changed the channel trailers to now be more effective for what they actually are, okay? So, that's cool. And, those are going to go live tomorrow night. Also, if I have time, I think I should have time tomorrow night. The new Patreon goal, I'm going to formally announce it, all right, for this month. It's already the 12th. We're halfway through the month. I haven't even announced the Patreon goal for this month yet. That's bad. It's a good one. I'll spoil you right now. I'll give you a spoiler on what it is. I don't have the official explanation ready for you yet, or a picture or anything. I'll have that hopefully tomorrow night. A marathon. Cool. That'll be fun. A marathon of the worst games ever. Meaning, it's going to be patrons who are going to be voting on what games are terrible and you'd like to see me play in a marathon setting. Now, of course, there'll be restrictions. I can't play games that I can't get my hands on. So if there's not an easy way to emulate an old game or whatever and play it, I obviously can't play that game. And I know, because there's some games out there, I would say the 2 worst games ever, E.T. and Superman 64, but I don't know if I'll be able to play those games. So that has to be kind of researching. Gee, would Phil even be able to play those games? Now, I know in the meantime, there's been a ton of other horrible games that have been released that are infamous, and I think people would like to see me do them. So if we hit the patron goal for this month, it's going to be a marathon by which the patrons nominate and vote on terrible games for me to play in a marathon, all right? I think it's a good idea, something different, something I've never done before. So that's it. That's what it's going to be. I'll have the full explanation and picture and everything ready for you tomorrow, and I'll start talking about it on streams and everything once that's done. All right. So that's Monday. Busy day. Nioh on stream. Releasing the first This Is How You Don't Play video ever approved by me on KO Gaming. The channel trailers will be released, and I'll be doing a little bit more work behind the scenes as well. Tuesday is the release of For Honor. Now, I've played For Honor both in its early alpha and in its beta recently. I like the game. From what I'm to understand, not only does it have all the online modes that were present in the beta that I played recently, there's another additional mode that they're adding. There's tons more maps. There's probably going to be more classes and unlockables and stuff, but also the game has a campaign. So I don't even know where to begin with this game because it seems like there's just a lot to do in it. So we'll see. I'll get it. And Tuesday on stream will be the premiere of For Honor, where I'll play through it. And if anything, maybe I'll do 2 sessions. One session will be to the single player and another session for multiplayer or something like that. I want to immerse myself in For Honor on Tuesday. Wednesday is a different kind of day because guess what? It's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. I have to make a pot of my famous homemade special recipe, family recipe, Italian sauce. And that means that that sauce is going to be downstairs simmering all day and I need to season and stir it constantly. So I've decided what I'm going to do is probably play Nioh, but I think the way that I'm going to approach it is I'll play it in 20 to 30 minute increments, and then every 20 to 30 minutes, take a break, head downstairs, stir the sauce, come back. So it's going to be a longer Nioh stream. It might start slightly shorter than usual, or later than usual, excuse me. Usually I start at noon. It might start at like 1 p.m., but I'll probably go to like 5 p.m. I'll go a little later. So it's going to be a normal length stream. The only difference is there's going to be more breaks than usual because I'll be making this pot of Italian sauce. So Nioh on stream this Wednesday. Wednesday night, more than likely, I'll be playing more For Honor because I want to get more into that. So, I mean, it's only the day after release, right? And then the rest of the week, you're going to see a balance between For Honor and Nioh on stream and or off stream. If and when I maybe get further in one of the games, whether I do an impressions video on For Honor or a full review, I don't know. It's going to depend on how much I want to play the game. Because the bottom line is I could get For Honor and play it and end up not really liking the final product as much as I thought I would like it, then I'm not going to play the shit out of it in order to do like a full-on review. You know what I mean? But if I play it and I really like it and I want to do all the single-player stuff and then I try all the multiplayer modes, then I can do a full review. So I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I actually have to play the final game and see how I feel about it, all right? But don't worry, if you've been following the Nioh playthrough and you're disappointed there was none today, and man, now Phil's going to play a new game, what's going to happen? That's going to be continuing as well, and I am going to be trying to squeeze in at least 1 to 2 sessions of Yakuza 0 by the end of the week. So, just to kind of tell everyone, this week is going to be very gameplay focused. This is a week when there's 3 games I'm juggling. You're going to pretty much almost always see me playing a new game, rather than me focusing on edited content starting on Tuesday. All right, so I just want to make that clear. Well, I know a lot of people, oh, Phil didn't do a vlog and Phil didn't do an edited video this week. Well, that's why I'm going to be so inundated with the new games that I'm going to be busy playing them. But when I start to finish them, you know, review of Nioh, review of For Honor, you know, when I finally finish Yakuza 0, I want to review that game, okay? So you're going to see reviews going up on KO Gaming soon. Fair enough? All right, now, there is an elephant in the room. There's another game that's released this week, Sniper Elite 4. I'm going to be honest with everyone here. Sniper Elite 2 was a game I played way back when. I actually really liked the game because it was something different. You can have the X-ray snipe kills, ball shots, brain shots, eyeball pops, really gruesome stuff with the sniping. Sniper Elite 3, the gimmick had kind of worn off and the gameplay wasn't so good, so I didn't really like it. I am not going to take on Sniper Elite 4, a game that I have no confidence in it actually being good, and play this at a time when I'm already juggling 3 games. That would be stupidity. I would not have a chance to complete everything I'm doing. So I'm not playing Sniper Elite 4. That's that. Done with that, okay? Now, the good news is, the only other major release in the entire month of February is Horizon Zero Dawn. That doesn't come out till the 28th of February. So I have the ability now to juggle between Nioh, For Honor, and Yakuza 0 throughout the rest of the month and hopefully finish at least maybe 2 of them off before we start getting into new stuff in March, all right? So we'll see how that goes. But for now, you know, that's kind of the rough idea for the rest of the month. Gameplay-wise, you can expect 3 different games that I'll be juggling at different times, all right? Outside of all that, the only other thing that I can really think of that I think really people are going to be interested in, I am aware that they're releasing new characters for the Injustice 2 beta, and I guess yesterday, Black Canary was released for the Injustice 2 beta. Am I interested in trying out Black Canary? Yes. But right now, I'm literally in the middle of so much going on that I think it wouldn't make sense for me to just, I'm not going to do another stream of an ongoing playthrough just to try out a new character. If, let's say, in 2-3 weeks, all of a sudden there's like 3 new characters in the beta, then maybe I'll schedule a session. I'll sit down and I'll play with all 3 characters and mess around with them. But I don't want to do a whole stream of just one character, you know? So that's really how I'm going to handle that. Now, I might not get to do it. I would like to do it, but, you know, when you get a month like this where there's so much going on, it gets to the point where it's tough to see actually how you're going to have time to do this kind of stuff, all right? So we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. I'd like to maybe do it after there's 2-3 more characters unlocked in it. We'll see what happens. The last thing is the Patrons' Choice playthrough. Right now, the patrons are nominating games to take to be in a voting for the Patrons' Choice playthrough. Well, today, as I said, after I film the weekend preview, I'm actually going to start having people's forum accounts upgraded so that if they hadn't had a chance to nominate a game yet because they've been waiting for their forum account, it should be upgraded within the next couple of days. They'll be able to nominate. So probably by the end of this week, we're talking, you know, next Sunday, which would be, what, the 19th? I'm probably going to take all those nominations, close off that thread on the KingofHate.com forums, and create a poll by which the patrons are now going to vote on what game they want to see as the Patrons' Choice playthrough. And I'll let you know once we have some status updates on that, you know, how it's going, okay? That's pretty much it for the weekend preview. It's going to be a crazy week. Just to recap real quick, Nioh on stream Monday, plus the first This Is How You Don't Play ever approved by me on KO Gaming, plus channel trailers will be released. Tuesday is going to be For Honor all day. Wednesday will be a balance of Nioh while I'm making Italian sauce and For Honor. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the whole weekend will be a balance of those 2 games. Plus, I'm going to try to squeeze in a session or 2 of Yakuza 0 when I get a chance. And that's really it for now. If and when I start finishing up these games, or maybe I want to do a first impressions video or whatever, I might do that for KO Gaming, but I don't want to make promises until we see how far I can get into these games during the course of this week, all right? So I hope to see you all on stream. I hope to stay more calm and not stressed this week, but again, it had literally had nothing whatsoever to do with me on YouTube or gaming or anything like that. It was all behind the scenes shit that got to me, and I was just, you know, it does. If you don't find a way to release stress, it actually builds up like a wadded ball. At least for me, like a wadded ball in my chest. And it just throws me out of whack. I get all nervous and concerned about shit. And the next thing you know, I can't sleep. And it's like, fuck, man. And that's what happened to me last night. But I'm better now. Like I said, I rested today. I got some stuff done that I think I was going to get done. Things are going a little bit better. I think that things are going to be good. So I'm less stressed. And I'm ready to attack this week of new releases and ongoing releases and all this stuff head first with you. Get caught up. If anything, get caught up on Yakuza 0. Get caught up on Nioh because, you know, I'm going to be putting out tons of footage this week, so you got to get ready for it, okay? Cheers of Dasani bottled water. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching the weekend preview. Without further ado, thank you to the following January patrons who made the upcoming Patrons Choice playthrough possible, and through their pledges, allow me to do this as a job in the long term. Peace out, everyone. See you for the new gameplay and stuff this week.